Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on this year. I've been sick more this year than probably the last decade. Anyway, what did you want to go over?
All
What
right,
were we going?
so yeah, so it can be a couple things. So the one, let me pull this up. It can be that one weird multifamily one if you want to get started with that one.
All right, is that one in my DM?
Yes. Hold on. I'll send it to you right now, so it's at the bottom.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then do you got the numbers for it?
Well, that's the problem is I don't know how to. That picture that I sent you was like her responses to me asking about the property because I just don't know how to.
Navigate this.
Yeah, because it's a weird layout. It's like I don't know what it would rent for. It's technically kind of two units. Unit A is like it's like a 5-3, and then Unit B, I might have that switched, but the other unit was used as like a small church.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How many kitchens does it currently have?
It's just one in that main area from what it looks
Okay.
like.
So then essentially what it is, if someone was going to use it as a residence as it is, it's a 5 bedroom, 2 or 3 bath house with, a big ass second building.
Yeah.
Because you can always if you're unsure if it's a multifamily, if it's a rooming house, if it's a single family, first of all, we don't know what the investors are going to do with it. Now, you can cater this to certain investors depending on how you get under contract. We'll get into that in a second. But you got to think about it since we don't know what investors are going to do. We got to look at it two ways. What is it right now? And then what could it be? And then we can base our underwriting off of that. So, what it is now is just a 5 bedroom, 3 bath house with a lot of extra space because it only got one kitchen. If it had two kitchens, I'd say, okay, cool, it's a duplex. If it
Yeah.
has one kitchen, but it was an open layout like a motel or a hotel where the doors are on the inside, it could be a rooming house. So it all depends on, yeah. And then from rooming house, actually, you can go to assisted living, you can go to HIC home, you can go to a bunch of stuff. But let's break down what she said. Okay, so it's a property vacant. Okay, so it's not occupied. All right. Has the property been rented before? Never been rented before per the seller. Okay. Total number of bedrooms and bathrooms. Unit B 5-2, Unit A 1. This real estate agent is not want to give up a lot of detail, huh?
It was, I'm like, seriously, this is
Whoa.
all you got for me?
You really want to sell it, I can tell. All right. Utilities separately metered across multi units, separate metered on both units, electricity and water. Okay. Any known issues with the water trigger? None. Okay. Recent repairs? None. Any known deferred maintenance repairs needed? Cosmetic. Um, and there was more than one HVAC inside the building. Okay. It's not working, so it needs one HVAC system and then may need repairs on the other. All right. Are there any recent repairs? None. Okay. No HOA. Existing mortgage.
I just
None.
don't know like what it
Uh,
would, because for underwriting, like on the calculator, you really need the rent. That kind of dictates if the property is kind of good or not. And that's
yeah.
just what I don't know where I can.
So right now you need to run the rent I won't do it on screen because then we're giving up the address, but you need to run the rent as a big ass 5 bedroom, 3 bath or 5 bedroom, 2 bath, whatever it is. 5 bedroom,
Okay.
2 bath.
All right, cool. I can do that then.
Yeah.
And whatever
You're
that rents out for.
because that's what it is. Now, depending on how detailed you want to get or how good of a deal it could be, if someone does put in the, I don't know, 100 and probably 120,000 ish. Where's this, Texas? Yeah, $120,000 ish to split it properly and make it into a duplex.
Hmm.
Here's the thing: it would probably be. You said it's a 5 bedroom, 2 bath, and the rest of it was just used as the church.
Yeah.
Are there pictures online?
Yeah.
All right, let me take a look. I remember looking at this, but let me see how big it is because right now I'm trying to determine what it would be split as. So depending on how big the church part is and what kind of room it's got and the shape, I mean, someone may want to turn it into a another unit if it'll fit the size.
Yeah, you can do multiple bedrooms in that area.
All right, so let's see. Oh, good. There's a lot of photos. Okay. Okay, so this doesn't look like a church.
Not really.
Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
I'm thinking traditional Catholic church.
yeah, yeah, nothing like that.
So this is
Like
just
my,
a house, a brick building with a house and then a bigger spot converted to a church.
yeah, yeah, it's
Now
got a
this
platform at the front.
this big open space with the mattress in the corner, is that the church area? Because I'm noticing the lights on the ceiling.
That's what I was trying to figure out also. I don't think so. That looks like it's the other area.
Okay, so I go, oh, there's a big crack in the foundation. That's gonna have to be looked at. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
on the
even got
floor?
church carpet. Yeah, got church.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the church. Okay, I see the church part. I see the church
Yeah,
part.
at the
Yeah,
end, yeah.
this is that a hot tub or is that a stage? That's a stage. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
stage.
it looked like a big ass hot tub at the end of that room. I was like, go ahead. Um, yeah, this is gonna be like someone's basically gonna be building a house inside of a house to convert this, but you're not wrong. The space is definitely there. Here's what I would do. Again, I don't want to give away anything of where it's at, but here's what I would
Yeah.
do.
Hmm.
I would call um let's see, how do I want you to look this up? I would call yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that in Texas. It's non disclosure. You're gonna have to get with a real estate agent. Are there any real estate agents out there that you're kind of buddy buddy with?
No, not yet.
All right. You're gonna have to do that. So you find a property that is closed in this neighborhood recently, and you're going to just look at the agent who sold it,
Hmm.
and you're going to give them a call and you're going to say, "Hey, I'm about to get a property under contract, and I just a little curious. What's your rooming house situation like in this neighborhood? What's your multi-level family, or sorry, your multi-family situation looking like in this neighborhood?" Because if it's really prevalent, then you can justify, okay, you know what? If I can show that this thing will be profitable, maybe I can get an investor to put $150,000 into this thing to bring in, however many rooms this can actually split up into. The
Yeah.
problem is you're going to have to figure out, well, if you want to do it the right way, you're going to have to figure out what how this is going to be laid out, where, how many units, how many bedrooms, if it's going to be a duplex or a triplex, where's the you kind of have to figure that
Yeah, do
out,
all the work.
or
Yeah.
you can just sell it as it is. And as it is right now is a 5 bedroom, 4 bath house, single family. Get it
Yeah.
under contract for the appropriate number and then sell it to an investor. And whatever investor buys it is on them to figure out what they want to do with it
Hmm.
instead of trying to pre-plan what it could be, because not only do you have to do all that relatively accurately, but then you have to find someone that's willing to buy that thing that has the same vision that you have, that can see that justification for that price
Yeah.
and all the work.
Right.
So if it were me, I would just lock it up, run it as it is, which is just a single family.
And should I go off the rent for Deal Sniper? Because I haven't underwritten it yet because like Deal Sniper shows an estimated rent of about 1,500. But when I'm trying to search this on like Rentometer, it won't even pull results. It says it can't find anything.
Let's see. I got the address. Let me see what I can pull up for rent. Hold on. Uh, nope, nope. Do not want to go to Steam.
Oh yeah, and I was just looking at just Google Maps and Street View, and it looks like it is two separate buildings, but I don't know what's in here. Like the one of the pictures that shows the front of the building with the double doors.
Hmm.
You know, it looks like you're walking into like some kind of business. That's one separate building. Like there's actual space between that one and what may look like the residential
Yeah,
part.
yeah. So wait, you want mine? Okay. Hold on one second, dude.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that I mean that doesn't change it that much because there's still going to be you can have two separate buildings and still have it be um, a rooming house or a duplex or whatever you wanted to do with it. If you run it as a duplex, if it's two separate buildings, that'll be the easiest, but that may not be the most cost effective.
Yeah.
I've got rent at about $3,800.
Okay. Cool.
So let's call it 3,500 from from where I'm getting the source. Do 35.
Yeah.
And then for short term, in case you want it, I got 55, which I do believe, especially if you do have a bunch of bedrooms in there. Maybe not 10, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, that would give you a little niche for anyone traveling. How far is this outside of a major city?
Let me see. I got the map. It is Stockdale, so who's the nearest major? Oh, it's like kind of east of San Antonio. Not that far. Let's see. From here. Yeah, it's about oh, yeah, it's about maybe an hour outside of San Antonio, like downtown San Antonio.
So maybe just you can run it as a short term. I don't know what the population of the town that this deal is in is, but um, I would focus on long term because
Yeah.
that's going to be your more
Okay.
secure number, and just do it at 3,500 and run the
Yeah.
deal as it is. You know what is it going for? How much do they want?
It's listed for 200.
Yeah, so I mean, let me see how long it's been. Oh yeah, I would offer them a $200,000 purchase price, $10,000 down, uh, call it $500 a month, and then let them know we can either do $500 a month on a 5-year balloon, or we can do $500 a month, and then after 3 years, we can renegotiate the monthly because then it'll be generating income because obviously it needs a hell of a lot of work, and then
Mm-hmm.
we can do a 10-year balloon at those payments. Chances are they'll just opt for the 5-year balloon, but we
Yeah.
can throw it in there
Okay.
because depending on the seller's situation, if obviously this place is vacant, so they don't need the money, but maybe that nice monthly income, once the property is fixed and actually generating a profit for the investor, then we can maybe raise that to $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
And then now you
Okay.
have $1,000 a month coming in guaranteed.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, so I can underwrite that, so I'll go ahead and do that. Um, after this at 35. I was just really having trouble with the rent, so
Yeah, I
appreciate
got
that.
3,500. Well,
Okay.
actually, I got 3,750.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so that's that one. That's Charlene. Then let me see what's up with this one. Received. Yeah, they do have a mortgage on this one. Oh, I just have to underwrite with a mortgage. That's fine. I can do that. And then let's see, was that it? The seller's not going to list for a while. All right, yeah, I guess that was the one thing I really needed you for. And then, besides, I don't know if you want to put this in there, but I just maybe go over uh, some of the ones that are in GHL.
Oh, hold on one second. Okay, but no more questions on this stuff.
No, no.
Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and that.